Most organizations are not short on data. They are short on clarity. Every day, teams generate emails, documents, chat messages, call transcripts, tickets, and notes. Inside that unstructured data are signals about risk, opportunity, customer intent, and operational friction. The challenge is not collection. The challenge is turning that scattered content into insights that actually change decisions. In this video, we will walk through a practical step-by-step framework for transforming unstructured data into actionable insights that leaders can trust and use. Let us begin by defining unstructured data and why it matters. Unstructured data is information that does not arrive in rows and columns. It is not pre-labeled or standardized for analysis. Emails, PDFs, slide decks, proposals, call transcripts, support tickets, chat threads, images, audio, and free-form notes all fall into this category. This data contains the narrative layer of the business. It captures intent, nuance, exceptions, and real language from customers and employees. This matters because unstructured content represents the majority of what organizations produce. It lives across systems and teams, often disconnected from reporting and decision-making. As volume grows, manual review becomes impossible. Important signals stay hidden. Decisions slow down. Risk accumulates quietly. The opportunity is straightforward. If you can reliably convert unstructured content into trusted signals, you gain leverage that competitors struggle to replicate. So why is this transformation so difficult? The problem is not extraction alone. It is repeatability, accuracy, and operationalization. Unstructured data comes in many formats and quality levels. Scanned documents, inconsistent templates, screenshots, long threads, and missing context all introduce variation. A solution that works on one source often fails on another. Meaning is another challenge. Language is ambiguous. The same phrase can signal a complaint, a request, a risk, or a buying signal depending on context. Without clear definitions and entity alignment, teams generate insights that are interesting but not actionable. Scale adds pressure. Processing one document accurately is very different from processing thousands every week with consistent quality. The biggest gap is the last mile. Many organizations can generate summaries. Far fewer can connect those outputs to real actions, such as routing a risky contract clause, alerting operations to recurring failures, or triggering a follow-up when a customer signals churn. Insight that does not lead to action does not deliver value. AI Smart Ventures approaches this challenge as an end-to-end system, not a one-off experiment. The focus is on building a repeatable pipeline that produces outputs leaders can trust, then integrating those outputs into existing workflows. The approach starts with decisions, not data. Before touching content, the team defines what actionable means: reduce cycle time, increase conversion, lower risk, improve resolution, tighten compliance. Next comes creating a shared source of truth for meaning. This includes aligning on entities such as customers, products, and suppliers. It includes defining what counts as urgent, at risk, or high priority. It also includes agreeing on output types such as labels, scores, summaries, and recommendations. Without this alignment, automation amplifies confusion. The third principle is using the right techniques for the job. Unstructured data work rarely relies on a single model. It involves coordinated components such as OCR for scanned documents, natural language processing for classification and extraction, embeddings for semantic search, and retrieval-grounded generation for summaries and question answering. Each tool has a role. Governance is designed from day one. Access controls, auditability, data retention, and human review paths are built into the pipeline. This allows teams to scale confidently. Finally, insights are shipped into workflows. Dashboards alone are not enough. Signals must appear where work happens, such as CRM systems, ticketing tools, collaboration platforms, and operational alerts. The transformation process follows a clear sequence: align, ingest, prepare, structure, analyze, activate, and improve. The first step is alignment. Leaders identify the decisions they want to improve. Sales teams may want to identify expansion signals in emails and notes. Support teams may want to detect churn risk in tickets and chats. Legal teams may want to flag risky clauses across contracts. Operations teams may want to surface bottlenecks from incident reports. Once decisions are clear, outputs are defined. Labels, entities, scores, summaries, and recommendations are common. This step determines success. If teams cannot describe what good looks like, the system cannot produce it. The second step is ingestion. Content is connected from sources such as email, shared drives, CRM notes, help desks, call recordings, chat platforms, and repositories. Metadata is captured alongside content. Permissions are respected. Lineage is logged so every output can be traced back to its source. Teams can start with one high-value lane rather than everything at once. The third step is preparation. Content is normalized so it becomes usable. This includes deduplication, text cleanup, language detection, redaction where required, and chunking for long documents. For scanned files, OCR converts images into text. This layer often determines whether systems work reliably at scale. The fourth step is structuring. Raw text is converted into fields, tags, entities, and relationships. Classification identifies what a document or message is about. Extraction pulls key fields such as dates, terms, and categories. Entity resolution matches mentions to real records. Linking connects content to customers, deals, tickets, and projects. Most organizations need both precise extraction and flexible signal detection. The fifth step is analysis. Once content is structured, teams can generate consistent insights. Trend detection shows topics rising over time. Root cause clustering explains why issues occur. Risk detection identifies language correlated with escalation or churn. Summaries reference source snippets to maintain trust. Guardrails ensure outputs remain grounded. The sixth step is activation. This is where many initiatives fail. Insights must trigger action. High-risk scores are pushed into contract tools and routed to legal. Expansion signals create CRM tasks. Tickets are routed based on extracted urgency. Weekly digests summarize failure modes for operations. Dashboards provide visibility for leadership. The goal is action, not awareness. The final step is improvement. Pipelines are treated like products. Drift is monitored. Outputs are sampled and reviewed. Business metrics such as cycle time, cost per case, conversion, and churn are tracked. New sources are added once stability is proven. This is how systems scale safely. When done well, results compound. Decisions happen faster, manual review is reduced, risks surface earlier, teams gain leverage, experts focus on judgment rather than searching and summarizing. Culture shifts from opinion-driven to evidence-driven. To get started, leaders should ask a few questions. Where does our highest value unstructured content live? Which decisions are slowed because information is scattered? What outputs would create immediate leverage? Which systems should receive insights so action happens automatically? What governance requirements must be met? AI Smart Ventures helps organizations answer these questions and design a pipeline that fits their reality. The emphasis is not more technology. It is usable insight connected to real work. That is what turns unstructured data from a burden into an asset. To conclude, transforming unstructured data into actionable insights is not about analysis alone. It is about building a repeatable system that connects context to decisions. When leaders start with outcomes, design for governance, and activate insights inside workflows, unstructured data becomes one of the most powerful tools in the organization.